I have never made art to be sold. I make it for me. Other people's opinions don't matter.
Esther Stilwell was alive during a period of time in the art world where individuality was vital for an artist to be successful. An artist's look was what interested curators and collectors, and Stilwell didn't have it. The suddenness of her death was tragic, but spurred fascination in the art world. The story of an unknown, passionate artist dying too young changed Stilwell's narrative and led her to becoming one of the most influential artists of her time. The youngest of 4 children, Stilwell was often picked on or forgotten.
Growing up, I lived in the same building as Esther. I'm pretty sure I was her only friend. I was a pretty introverted kid myself.
Look, we all know Esther, and I'm not going to devalue her career, but I'm also not going to romanticize her as a person. To be frank, she was incredibly difficult and never wanted a relationship with our family.
By the time Stilwell turned 18, she had an incredibly strained relationship with her siblings, blaming them for her difficult upbringing. Stilwell left home at 18, moving to a rural house where she would stay until her death 10 years later. While Stilwell never fully reconnected with her family, she often sent artwork to her longtime friend and curator, Mattie Coven, including a series of work titled Natural Landscapes.
It became clear when she sent me that painting that she had real talent. I saw a voice well beyond her years. So I kept all the work she sent me because I knew one day it would be worth something.
After she moved out, I only saw her twice before she died.
When I got the call about the fire, I knew she had died.
Because Stilwell lived on a remote island, the fire burned unnoticed for hours. By the time the fire trucks got there, it was too late.
She was burned with the majority of her work, leading to one of the greatest tragedies of the 21st century.
Unfortunately, the only record we have of her is from a short interview done a year before her death. The recordings paint a picture of a brilliant young artist, paralyzed by her own social anxieties. Why do you make art?
I don't really like people, and people usually don't care for me, so I create people and lives in my art. The things I paint love me.